As I read through the Bible today, I continue in Numbers. The author has a point here. It says, an impatient attitude was one of the mentalities that kept the Israelites in the wilderness for 40 years when their journey could have been as short as a week and a half. Imagine having control over the differences there and not utilizing it. Numbers 21:4 says the people became impatient because of the challenges of the journey. I encourage you to work with the Holy Spirit as He develops patience in you, as He develops patience in us. I have learned that the more we resist Him, the longer the process will take. If we learn to respond patiently in all trials, like Urban Myers teaches above the line, that we respond above the line with one of the 6 disciplines, we will experience a quality of life we not only endure, but enjoy to the full. So imagine having joy that is coming from God's overflow in our life and enjoying these tough seasons, being able to find the good in it and being grateful in it. So the author also has a resist the temptation to complain. He goes on, if you know the Bible very well, you know that the Israelites were big complainers. And it goes on, and he says, one reason the Israelites spent 40 years wandering in the wilderness for what should have been an 11-day journey was that they were complaining. So they had their mind focused on how big their problems were. So the people spoke against God and against Moses. Why have you brought us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness, was the question of the hour. For there is no bread, nor is there any water, and we loathe this miserable food. Do you hear evidence of their bad attitude? They think their discomfort is God's fault. So they're just blaming God for everything. Or they were blaming Moses. I should say, and they were blaming Moses as well, one or the other though. And they are complaining about the miracles, about the miraculous manna God sends daily from heaven to feed them. So they were never satisfied, it sounds like. One of the worst things about complaining is that it prevents us from seeing all the blessings we do have. Do you have a situation or circumstance you want to change? I've learned that we rarely find freedom from negative situations as long as we think and speak negatively about them. But when we start finding things to be thankful for, develop a godly attitude toward them, and stop complaining, our circumstances begin to change. Let's take a look at our attitude, and let's choose instead to focus on how blessed we are, that we have been blessed, that God has made many promises to us, and He's never has He failed us on any of His promises. Sometimes we don't understand how He answers our prayer till we live life a little longer. I encourage you to just continue to trust in Him, continue to pray about everything, continue to pray without ceasing in place of worrying. And this is interesting times, but at the same time, we are doing some amazing things that would never be done if we weren't challenged like we are. So I encourage you again, embrace the Lord, His Word, spend time, abide in it with Him, recognize His presence, and see how you can be a blessing. God has promised to bless us. He has blessed us already, and let's be a blessing to one another. Reach out. Start in your own home, and then reach out and be a blessing to somebody. God bless you.